You ever had one of those days where you cause yourself such a headache that all you can do is just laugh? Well, I can tell you, boys and girls, that I had one of those days. And I can tell you, it was caused by one of the most irritating problems. So, there's a real difference between the Joker and the Joker. And you know which Jokers I mean. Well, and I tell you, the original Joker, he was quite the, he was awesome. Cesar Romero, he did an amazing job. Yes, that was real irritation in my voice just a bit there, and, well, I'll get back to that business here in a bit. All that I want to do now is kind of the holy trinity of Jokers. Myself not included, of course, nor any others, for that matter. So, you got the original Adam West Batman, Cesar Romero Joker. You can basically hold him up as the Godfather. Maybe, I wouldn't call him the best, he was probably one of the funniest. His laugh is just legendary. I mean, he was the laugh of the Joker. There is no comparison with that. As far as the act and about everything else. I mean, the jumping up and down, doing the two-step, and while you're doing the Joker thing, oh yeah. No, he invented all of that. I'm pretty positive, at least. If he didn't, he might as well have. But I'm pretty sure he did. But there was a different day back in those days with, Adam West Batman versus the later Batman. Even I'm excluding the animated ones for a very good reason. I didn't watch that many of them, so I don't really have much to comment, except, Luke Skywalker doing the voice is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's about as far as I go with it. So, next up you had the, the Jack Man, so to say. Not me, of course, but the Nicholson. Yeah, kind of Nickelback. The Nickelback type of Joker. The one that's really probably the godfather of them all, and probably the most classic as far as the actual comic books go. He was the guy. I actually hold him still in higher esteem than the one that I portray. I mean, the one that I impersonate. Mostly just because this one's the easier one to impersonate. I can barely do Jack Nicholson, except for when I'm really irritated for some reason. I don't know why. That's the way it is now. It's just the way it is. And but you want classic Joker, you don't look further than the Jack Nicholson one. I mean, classic comic book one. Oh boy, I mean, classic chemist style. I don't really know about the killing of, Keaton's parents in that one, so to say, but, I don't know if that was Burton's idea or what, but it was definitely interesting nonetheless. And then you got this one. The poor guy, I wish I could say, probably this was the most iconic Joker for this day and age, and probably will be for a very long time, really, because it was that good. It showed the brains of the Joker right off the bat. None of the chemistry, just kind of he's the more crazy whack job type that really looks like he came out of an asylum. I mean, that's the Joker everybody pretty much knows and loves anyway. And boy, howdy did he portray that one well. But the difference between this Joker and the classic comic book Joker, aka the Jack Nicholson Joker, are completely two completely different types of crazy. I mean, you got the classic laugh, you got the gimmicks, and you got all that stuff. But, well, classic Joker was more cheesy. I mean, obviously Jack Nicholson had to went off the more Cesar Romero, which is classic Joker. The original classic Joker. No kidding. That's really how he was. And everybody knows. Most people would probably know this. I'm not sure if the kids really know this or not. But for this Joker, the Heath Ledger one, they might as well call him the Joker God for the most part. He really was. He really was. Just because it seemed so real. I think that's what really did it for everybody with this kind of Joker. Is that it seemed so real that it was like it was possible. Is that there might be this one nut job out here who would be willing to go to these lengths. And look at this. He didn't have a penny when he started. He just scared the crap out of everybody really quickly. And, I'm not saying I'm that kind of Joker. I'm a superhero Joker here. I just sit around talking, mostly just talking for now. Because that's the... really the only kind of thing I can do for right now. It's what I'm getting now. It's the only thing I can really do for right now. And I pulled a bag out of my hat there earlier. And the reason is because, it's really irritating to lose a wallet. Because, it basically has all your valuables in it. And in the state that I'm in right now, I've probably been all of like 2 places outside of my domicile right now. So losing my wallet was incredibly irritating, and especially when, I even went and watched a movie today and, had a really nice afternoon. And I just couldn't cool down over it. It was amazing. And the cool thing with me is I bottle it up. I mean, it's not, well, I wouldn't say it's a cool thing. That's the bad thing. That's the thing that got me to the credentials that I have, is bottling emotions. And that's probably what happened with the original Joker. I think I learned more today about probably why any Joker is the way they are today, more than any other day, over losing a wallet. I have never lost a wallet in my entire life until today. And the only person I had to blame was me, and I just had to wander in circles until I finally found it. That is how stupid this was. I just had to wander in circles until I finally found it because I knew it was in one room. And, well, in my current condition, I cannot think... Well, I don't drive right now. And this is the reason why. Basically. This is the reason why. Couldn't even find my wallet in one day until, hey, look, there it is, right under the laundry basket. Probably after taking a shower or something. Who flippin' knows? But, hooray for Airhead comedy. So, but the best thing to come out of this was I probably figured out why the Joker thinks like he does, and probably any other Joker out there. Because everybody's got a little bit of the Joker in this. That's why he's probably the most iconic supervillain of all flipping time. Literally. I mean, this is admitted even in, what was I reading? A Justice League Wikipedia one time, or just on the Joker, that he probably scares the crap out of every supervillain out there, at least in the DC universe. The Joker scares everybody. And that is absolutely hilarious to me. Especially because the Joker's a lot like Batman. He's just an ordinary guy who has a screw loose. That's really all he is. He's just a guy that has a screw loose. And, Batman and Joker are 2 sides of the same coin. They just portray it differently. Way differently. Kind of like Lex Luthor and Superman. 2 sides of the same coin. They just portray it differently. But, yeah, the Joker scares the crap out of everybody. He's the most iconic because we all got a little bit of it in us, and we all just wish we could let loose. Just like he could at some point every now and then. And, well, this is my way of letting loose with it. I mean, this has been probably the most fun I've had in forever. At least as far as, showpiecing. I've always been kind of a showman in a way or two, whether it's been singing or rodeo or primarily writing. That's been my biggest showcase for a long time. Not writing books or anything, just being a troll on the internet, like literally just being a troll, both a troll and a thinker and philosopher, stuff like that. Or at least that's how I like to put it. And so that's probably the best thing for today. I hope you have a wonderful night, and this is a good night from the Joker as well. And just don't lose your wallet, otherwise, you're just going to end up sounding really mad. And the real difference between Jack Nicholson and the Heath Ledger Joker is the Jack Nicholson one just sounds so much angrier. Anyway, have a good night.